shook the love. Take to all night. And so will it take. Two chairs, one mic, same crew. Day one, still laughing at the same news. From the group chat straight to the airwave. Real talk, real life, this that safe space. Side eye, big side, then they dive in. From the headlines to the heartache, they all in. Jokes fly, but the truth stay tough. If you sensitive, better buckle up. They gon' say what we thinking, girl, you know what? Old school vibe, but it's different. Danielle, Keisha, long-time friends, no.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to Girl You Know What podcast, season 7, episode 13. I am Danielle.
And I'm Keisha.
And so we had one of our long discussions prior to starting the recording, and
And
it's
it's
just
not like we don't talk throughout the week.
right.
But we still.
It's just
We
sometimes,
still.
just like when we're getting into it, it's just like, oh, girl, did
hmm
you? Yeah, so she just told me something that just blew me back, but
Listen.
it's.
And listen, it told her something that blew her back. And I've been going through it for like a whole month. That's how you know sometimes life puts you in a fog.
Mm-hmm.
You are going through so many things that you forget to come up. And once you come
Yeah,
up for air, you're like, oh, did I tell you that such and such happened?
right.
He's like, no. Like, what are you talking about?
Listen.
Oh,
Oh, I get
completely
it.
slipped my mind.
Yeah, and it's definitely understandable with everything going on, and it's a
Yeah,
lot. It's a lot, but
life is coming at us very
listen,
hard.
very fast. And when stuff like, when you hear things like that, or just
Yeah.
like even last week, like I just like we didn't record last week because like I was fine and everything. I woke
Mm-hmm.
up and then like after a while, I was just like, I feel like crap. Like I
Mm-hmm.
can't do this. It's just like in your spirit that you just can't bring it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was just like, it was like last minute, but I was like, I can't do it today. And then we were
And
going to.
I think when we go through things now, and I've had this
Hmm.
conversation with a few people just about them personally, and about sometimes about some ways I feel.
Right.
The recuperation time for us as we get older, and it could be recuperating from
Hmm.
grief, it could be recuperating from an injury, from an illness. Um, you need a little bit more time.
Yeah.
The
Listen.
older we get, we need a couple more days.
Hmm.
I tell people all the time, I don't know how y'all still be getting drunk.
Listen, I can't do it.
My stomach does not take it no more.
Uh-uh.
Maybe some champagne,
A little bit
maybe a
of
little
wine
plum
here.
wine,
Yeah. A little
but
cooler, something. Yeah. It has to be real light.
hardcore liquor.
Hmm.
Oh, baby, I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah. I can't do it no more. I can't. And it's just little things
I'm
like
barely
that.
taking Geritol without feeling that.
Okay.
Everybody know what it feel like when you take that first shot, that shot of
Listen.
tequila, and you feel that sting. I feel like when I take Geritol, I feel that.
Mm.
Baby, I'm barely getting that down.
Listen. So
It's no way I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
get some hardcore liquor down.
No, and it's just little things like that just like make you realize like, damn.
The body ain't set up the same.
No, not at all. Like I was in my bed the other night and usually like I'm either reading a book, just like the wind down or whatever, or like but majority of the time I'm on my iPad and I'm reading something on there like catching up on
Mm-hmm.
stuff whatever or just watching YouTube something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading something on the internet and it was like an article. Do you
Mm-hmm.
know I had to expand that thing so big? I had to because I was like it was so blurry and I was like I'm not sleepy,
Baby,
so
you
it's
gotta get you some readers.
listen, I really do because
Oh yeah, when I turned 40, I
mhm.
had to get readers. I couldn't figure out why the pages, and then what's gonna blow your mind is when you put them on.
Yeah.
When you put them on and you see how clearly you can see those words, you'll be like,
Uh-huh.
oh, this is what was wrong
Yeah.
the whole time. Because yes, I'm 46 now. Ever since I turned 40, I have bought a pair of readers, and I've had to
Mhm.
increase that strength every couple
That's
years.
what Imma have to do because my, prescription ain't it don't even cut it. I be having
Yeah,
them
the
on.
readers is now I
Yeah.
can take my glasses off. I can see everything. You
Mhm.
can see stop signs, you can
Yeah.
see trees, you can see all that stuff. I can even see the TV clear. But when it comes to looking at that phone or reading
Girl.
those text messages, honey, I got to get
Mhm.
my glasses.
Yeah. I
Mm-mm.
was like, I
Mm-mm.
was like, "Oh, here we
We
go."
are definitely at that age.
Yes. And little shit like that, that's when it hits you like, "Damn."
Yes, indeed. But God is
Uh,
good.
God is good. Hello, we are
Thank
still
you for the
here.
blessing of
Listen,
life.
okay?
Thank you for the blessing of life because we losing people left and right.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. So,
Yes.
what would you like to talk about today?
Well, I have a couple topics, but the first one, we have to
Hmm.
give it up to my New York Knicks because they
Oh
are
my
one
God.
game away from going to the NBA Finals, and I'm talking shit every which way.
Is Spike Lee still sitting courtside at those
Oh,
games?
you know it. Home and away.
Oh Lord, now he done went to the away games now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he was at the last if he was in Cleveland, but I know he's been at away games.
Mm,
Because I didn't watch neither one of the Cleveland games because I had other stuff going on,
mm-hmm.
but I saw the
I
outcome.
wanted the Pistons to win.
I love the Pistons, but I'm a
Yeah, they had
diehard
a
Knicks
good
fan.
and just because they had a really good
Yeah, and
season.
the Pistons is
Oh,
one of those teams that we grew up watching. They were the bad
yes.
boys, and even though I've always been a Knicks fan, I've always loved the Pistons. Even like when Rasheed Wallace and them played and Ben Wallace,
Yeah.
like when they came back and had that resurgence, so they won the championship. I was so happy for them. So I would have
I'm not gonna
loved.
lie to you. I can't stand the NBA now.
I
I think
can't
they all
either.
some whiny
It's
punks. I
terrible.
don't like them.
It's terrible.
All these days off and
Mhm.
breaks, and I need to rest.
Yeah.
And I will always compare all y'all to Jordan.
Oh,
So
listen,
y'all's
it
weak
don't
to me
matter. Yeah,
because y'all's goat and my goat is different.
different.
Y'all's goat is advocating for rest, and
Listen,
mine was taking it to the house with the
with the
stomach
flu,
flu.
okay?
So
About to pass
food
out on that
poisoning.
court. Yes.
But with what we have come to learn, we thought he had the flu and it was food poisoning when they
Mhm.
delivered that pizza to his room.
Right.
So,
Mhm.
y'all can go whoever y'all want. I'm
Exactly.
gonna pick the man.
Oh, it's never going to be because these players today, they talk all this shit
Y'all
about,
too weak.
yeah, there is no way that y'all can compete. First of all, y'all ain't built like them.
Mm-mm.
So that's
And
number
y'all got all
one.
this technology, and that's the thing that kills me with them asking for so much rest.
Mhm.
Y'all have so many more remedies than they had back there in the 80s and
Yes.
90s.
Yeah.
There's so much more stuff that you can do, and y'all act like, oh, I do such this with my body, and I take such good care of myself. Only for y'all to complain and ask for days off. There's a lady
Exactly.
I follow. She's a physician. She lives in Atlanta. She's not one
Mhm.
of them married to medicine physicians.
Right.
But she is a doctor in Atlanta. She's married. Her and her husband travel. She's a huge Lakers fan, and she
Mhm.
is a huge fan of LeBron's.
Mhm.
She has traveled to LA. She has traveled to different cities. Three of the games that she has gone to, and I'm talking about traveled, gone to LA twice and gone to another city to see him play,
Mhm.
that nigga was not playing.
Yeah. I
He
don't
was on his
understand it.
rest
I
days.
don't understand it.
How and y'all want to know what the problem is with the NBA? Why y'all don't have more fan base and why the NFL is beating y'all out every day?
Mm. Shit, the
Cause
WNBA
y'all
is
do
beating
weak
y'all out.
shit. Y'all do weak shit like that. When
Mhm.
people come and pay their money to see y'all,
Yep.
y'all somewhere. This ain't no days he was actually injured.
Mm-mm.
He
He was
was
tired.
Yes, he just was taking a rest.
And that's
Nigga
some
didn't even have
bullshit.
his jersey on. Do you hear what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's different when you sitting there with your jersey and your warm up on.
Mhm.
You don't, y'all so famous now, y'all don't even put y'all's jerseys on no more for the
Nuh-uh.
game.
Y'all sitting courtside in them ugly street clothes y'all wear.
Where are we at?
Mhm.
So not on being on the injured list, you're not hurt. There's nothing physically wrong with you that you don't. wouldn't you think they would put their clothes on
Right, at
to
least
say,
that.
if my team get down, I might have to jump in?
Nope.
You don't even want to jump in.
No, they ain't worried about that.
Boy, y'all can have that NBA.
Listen, you can
I don't want it.
completely have it. Uh-uh.
I like the days of Kevin Garnett. I like the days of Michael Jordan.
Yes.
I like him.
Give me
I don't
that
like these new
rough
people.
80s, 90s, early
Yeah,
2000s.
Larry Johnson.
Listen,
You know.
okay.
Oh, I used to love Larry
Oh
Johnson.
my gosh, yes.
Lord
I had his
Jesus.
posters all over my wall. I had his
Larry
jersey.
Johnson and goddamn Kevin Garnett. It was
Yes.
my dream man. I remember when we was in high school, Kevin Garnett was in high school.
Yep.
He was with Chicago Farragut at that
Mhm.
time. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
because
I
they came to
loved him.
Columbus.
Yes, they came to the
Mhm.
Hartley Classic. You
Yep.
know, baby,
Mhm.
baby,
Yep.
you know.
Listen,
Oh my God,
baby. Yeah, ain't
loved
nothing
Kevin
like
Garnett.
the NBA today ain't shit. But I'm still going up for my Knicks. I don't watch the
Yeah, now
games
you supposed to still
hardly.
root for your team.
Yeah, but it ain't the same.
It ain't the same.
No. So let's before I get into let me just go ahead and get this out the way because we're gonna talk about Cheyenne Bryant's ass because until I see some credentials, she's no longer has that title. But I want to talk about something that I posted last week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I posted a video, and people know I post stupid stuff. Every now and then you might get something serious,
Right.
but it's usually something stupid. So I posted a video of this guy, and he was at a ball, and he was walking down. He looked butch. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah. I seen that.
Yeah, and he was walking all hard and everything. Looked like a
Right.
straight man, and then he broke out in a Vogue.
Uh-huh.
So everybody knows. And I said the both sides of me or something like that.
Right.
So
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared.
so some nigga came in the comments
Oh, Jesus.
and was like, "What a waste of a man. Y'all like this
Who,
shit?"
do we know him?
Here's the thing. People say he went to Mifflin. And he
Is the
hasn't.
comment still up? Is it still
No,
up
I
there?
deleted it because I don't
Dang,
play
I
that shit.
gotta
I'll
know
tell
who
you who it
he
was.
is.
I'll tell you who it
Okay,
was
okay.
because he got deleted and blocked anyway. And usually like I don't pay attention to stuff like that. But first of all, so I came back in the comments and I said he's still a man. I said, what the hell? I said,
Mhm.
I was like, why would you say that? Something like that.
Mhm.
So instead of him commenting back, he goes
Mhm.
and does a video on his page talking about how, and I paraphrasing, of course, but
Mhm.
y'all like that shit when you see these men out here acting like women and all this other stuff. And I mean, granted, it was voguing. The guy was voguing, but I mean, he was dancing.
Can we have an open conversation? Like, can I say something?
Go ahead.
And we can really talk about sexuality. So I just
Okay.
want to make sure that it's okay.
Okay.
Um, read the room.
I mean,
Read the room.
before
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying without saying it.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you posted that,
Yeah.
read the room.
Exactly. That was my point too. It's like
It's not appropriate for you to come in this space.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you wanted to make a video and say something on your page,
Right.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But in my room,
Mhm.
read my room.
Read my room.
Really
Hello.
fast. What made you believe? Looking at me,
Hello.
what made you believe that it was safe
Mhm.
for you to come here and say those things?
Exactly.
I literally just had a conversation with somebody about this. We were talking about family.
Mhm.
And this person has an issue with their family member just not being aware of, they just keep just every day. And I said this same thing to that person. I said, the biggest thing for me is like, when are they going to read the room?
Right.
Like clearly you all don't have that kind of relationship.
Mhm.
So why do they continue to carry on in this manner?
Mhm.
And I said, I have a family member same type of family member who has read the room and sees like, oh, she's not for this shit.
Right.
I can't do this every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna probably call her every 4 days
Right.
and see. But so in the same situation, people lack the ability to kind of take in what's going on around them.
Exactly.
This space was not safe for you to do that.
No.
And whatever you said to him, he deserved it.
He deserved every bit of it. And so, of course, I'm looking at the comments, and people really, were just like, you bugging. Even some men, they were like, it's not that serious, whatever. But then, of course, you got people in there who are talking about, yeah, 100%. But it was because
On your page or
no,
when
no,
he made
no,
the video?
when he made the video, and it was people I
I was
didn't
about to
know.
say, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was people I didn't know, so I wasn't worried about it. But of course,
Mhm.
when he's doing his little rant and everything, of course he has to bring up the children. Y'all always got to bring up the children. Ain't no children
Mhm.
on my fucking page.
Mhm.
So,
And what does one Jesus
I mean,
Christ,
come
what
on now. And the thing is, a lot of these children, them being exposed, quote unquote, to different ways of life and how people live and everything like that, and not necessarily talk about the voguing or anything like that, but they're more open minded. And
Mhm.
I always go back to this. Y'all always talk about the children. Now, there are some things, now, don't get me wrong. There are
Mhm.
things that I don't think children should be exposed to. Don't
Mhm.
get me wrong about that. I don't think so. But
I
then
think it has nothing to do with sexual orientation, though.
right.
I just think
It's
kids are
the actions.
overexposed to sex, period.
Exactly. Thank
I don't care
you.
if it comes from a heterosexual. I don't care if it's homosexual.
Thank
I don't
you.
care if people are saying they binary. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
what it is. Kids are
They don't,
overexposed to
thank
sex.
you. It doesn't matter what
When
type
y'all
of
is walking
sex.
around in y'all's house with no clothes on,
Yeah.
how many times have we seen kids on virtual classrooms during COVID shutdown and their mamas was walking around in the background with panties and bras on?
Listen, and now your whole
Or
class
with
is
no
seeing it.
clothes on. Or with no
Yes.
clothes on.
We saw that more than once. And that was
So it's
enough.
like we need to have a serious conversation
Mm-hmm.
about the amount of times that y'all expose yourselves to y'all's own children. You
Exactly.
worried about them seeing somebody else's genitals. Why are they looking at yours?
Right.
I don't care if it's not even in a sexual manner. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that you're molesting your own children, but why in the world are you exposing your naked body parts to little kids?
Exactly.
Y'all
Thank
don't
you.
think that that's weird?
No, they don't think it's weird because
Because it's your child?
because it's
So
your
you think it's
child.
okay?
Yeah.
That's
It's
disgusting.
disgusting.
Your kids should not know what you look like naked.
Thank you.
I don't care if you breastfed them till they were 6.
Right. Okay.
You should not be walking around your house naked.
Thank you. So
Like,
it
I don't
doesn't
even know why we have to tell y'all that, though.
right.
Oh,
And and the thing is, like, when people always bring that up, like the sexuality stuff, it's like, do you realize that all the like people our age, how many people our age are members of the community? We grew
mhm.
up not seeing gay people on TV.
Yeah.
We grew up seeing heterosexual relationships. We grew up
Mhm.
watching the Cosbys and Dwayne and Whitley get together and
Right.
Family Matter. We grew up
Now,
seeing
I am always gonna be both sides of the coin. You are
mhm.
absolutely right.
So it's
We
like
grew up with real heterosexual relationships on TV,
and we're still
but
gay. Mhm.
behind closed doors, a lot of children were getting violated
This is true.
because we never had the open conversation about don't let people touch you and sir. Our
Mhm.
parents never talked about that
No,
kind of
they didn't talk
stuff.
about that stuff with us.
So a
No.
lot of children, I was watching couples therapy. That's
Mhm.
been a big thing that everybody's been posting videos about on TikTok.
Right.
Now I used to watch it years ago, like season 1, season 2, and
Yeah.
now it's popular again. And broke my heart. There was a gay couple on there. They were just like, talking about their issues. And basically I like because she gets to the root of like, well, what's going on? How did you grow up? What did you see? Blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
And the one guy was like, he was molested when he was a child
Mhm.
by his uncle's husband.
See.
And when I say my heart broke in 30 million pieces, and
Mhm.
the therapist was like, now what? Say it,
Mhm.
like, because we got to be clear we heard what you said. What?
Right.
And he was like, yeah, he was molested by his uncle's husband. So the situations do happen, but I just don't think we just never really talked about that kind of stuff when we were. Now they know everything now.
Oh,
'Cause they
yeah.
Google everything, they look up everything.
It's right
It's
there.
all on the TV. It's
And
everywhere.
then you got these
But
adults like in Congress and stuff talking about it in the public, so
yeah,
yeah.
like we didn't hear that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But it's not to say it wasn't happening.
Oh,
They
yeah,
just didn't
totally.
talk about it. They just
Mhm.
didn't talk about it. It was happening secretly. Because we
Right.
come to learn years later about the island in Michigan
Mhm.
where they was doing all kind of sexual like it was going on when we was growing up.
Right.
We were sheltered and especially if you was black.
Mhm.
Now I don't know what was happening to the white folk,
Right.
but to us, that's not something we ever talked about.
Exactly. This is true.
We didn't talk about stuff like that. Our parents
Yeah.
did not talk to us about sex.
Mhm.
Like it was just not a thing. Thank God for TLC.
Okay.
Because that's they the only people I can think about that really openly talked about sex.
Yep. Safe sex.
And safe sex.
Mhm. Yeah. So it's
So
just like, yeah, it's just ridiculous. And it's just like,
Mhm.
and that was my main thing the whole time. It's just like read the room.
Yeah, like
That's it.
y'all
It's
can't
just
come up in here saying anything.
exactly. And this is the overall thing that I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Take a note of quote unquote straight men that get so in their feelings about gay men.
Okay.
Yeah. It's something with you because there were
Because why do you care?
right.
I just don't understand why you care. That's just like women caring about other women. I don't care.
Oh, we're going to get into that when we talk about Dr. Cheyenne. Oh, I'm sorry, Cheyenne Bryant. Because, matter of fact, let's just go because I'm done
Yeah.
with that. So,
Mm-hmm.
for people who don't know, who've been living under the rock for the past couple weeks, and actually this has been going on for about a year, where people have been, questioning her credentials. And she has first, and she's still doubling down, saying that she does have her, as she says, doctorate, which I never heard it called that before.
That ain't even a damn word.
Listen.
First of all, when she said doctorial, I knew that bitch didn't know what she was talking about.
Listen.
Sorry to call her bitch.
But listen. So there have been so many things, and people are putting all this together now. So basically, what happened is she was asked to produce her credentials because they've been coming into question that she got her PhD to become a psychologist or whatever the hell she is. So she changed. She's like, well, no. Let me backtrack. What started it was she said that what was it? It was something like she didn't want to call herself a psychologist or something because then you have to bill insurance companies and all this other stuff, to be able to counsel people and everything. So she started calling herself a life coach. It was something on that. I may be getting that a little wrong.
And now she lying. And
Yeah.
now you lying about that because that is most people's argument.
Yeah.
Once it happened, most people said, well, why didn't you just call yourself a life coach?
Thank
Why?
you.
If you knew that you didn't have, because you don't,
Mm-hmm.
why didn't you just say, because you can be just as successful as a life coach? That's what Coach Stormy called herself.
Exactly.
And Stormy done made money hand over fist.
Mm-hmm.
Now she didn't get in trouble with the fist, but
but that's besides the point. Yeah,
but
we ain't
the
talking
point
about that.
is, she been calling herself a coach, and she's still been able to make money off of it.
Mhm.
This was the biggest. There were a few things that were like red flags to me.
Mhm.
First of all, when I seen the interview come out, I probably sent it to you. I sent it to about 5 or 6 of my closest friends.
Yeah, you sent it.
And I said, when I tell y'all something, y'all gonna start listening to what I say. When I tell y'all it's something wrong with somebody, believe me. Because I be telling y'all the same way that sprinkle of Jesus, girl.
Mhm.
The Lord give me something. I couldn't put my finger on it with sprinkle of Jesus, but something, I just kept saying something ain't right with this girl. I don't know what it is.
Right, but it's
But
something.
my spirit ain't sitting right. A year
Mhm.
later, she get talking about she defrauding people. Taking people's money, telling them that she's setting up businesses and she don't be doing it.
Listen.
Okay, thank you, Lord, for the confirmation. Same thing go for this one right here. Something about her, it's a feeling I get about people, and something about it wasn't right. When I knew for certain is when she took her ass to that Jeezy concert naked. When she walked around with that Dr. Bryant nameplate on. Now you supposed to be a professional doctor. You are telling people, now we're gonna get to the doctor and doctorate and thing in a
Oh
minute.
yeah.
But you are supposed to be a professional therapist or whatever you've been walking around here telling people, and you got a nameplate on like you a hood nigga. You went to the Jeezy concert naked. I don't care what people call it. You had on a green bra and panties with a full lace jumper, naked. Let me tell y'all something, and I know y'all hear me harp about this naked and women putting clothes on, because that is a telltale sign of where your mentality is.
Yeah.
For people who are actually in service, for people who are actually mental health professionals, that is a telltale sign about the way you feel about yourself and where your mentality is as a woman.
Yes.
And I tell y'all this time and time again, and y'all think I've been joking, but no, it is a direct line to your mental health. The less clothes you have on, the worse you feel about yourself. Now, you can argue with me all day long, but that's a fact. You feel because what do you need? And you're supposed to be a professional now.
Right.
We ain't just talking about no trick off the street. This is supposed to be a woman who is taking clients, who is counseling people, coming to every event she got and every place she shows up with her ass and her titties out. But you trying to tell people that you leading them to this mental level of clarity.
Right.
Come on now. Now let me talk about this lie she told about these credits.
Please.
Anybody with an inch of common sense who has matriculated through any educational program knows when she said it, I know what the people was telling you. The people knew they lost their accreditation.
Yes.
They told you that they could give you your money back, which meant you take this money and go pay a different institution. Or we can give you your transcripts. What is that going to do? And I'm going to tell you as a person who actually had to do it.
Right.
I went to Central State, and I'm about to tell my business right now. I went to Central State and played and bullshitted around. I had used up my aid at Central State, but I had over 120 some odd credits.
Right.
So that was enough for a degree, but it wasn't enough to complete a full program. So I had to take my transcripts and transfer them into a different university.
Right.
What does that do, Keisha? I transferred my transcripts into Liberty. They looked at all those credits I had and said, oh, we can give you 2 degrees. You got enough credits to meet the qualifications to get an interdisciplinary degree. And we're going to give you 2, one in political science and one in education. That's how I got 2 bachelor's degrees. So, bitch, you're not talking to people who don't know what the fuck going on.
Thank you.
We know what it means. When them people
it.
offered you your transcript, they were telling you, transfer this into a different school. They're going to give you your PhD or your doctorate. Bitch, you keep calling it a doctoral. That's not what it is. It is a doctorate degree. And you get a doctorate degree if you get a degree in like education. Most people who have education, you'll see a capital E, a small d, and a dot, and I think it's a D, another big D or something like that. That means you're a doctor of education. But you earn a doctorate. A PhD is completely different coursework.
Yes.
So, bitch, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, see, that's what happens when you think you're the smartest person in the room. Go ahead.
And now I'm going to get on you motherfuckers who follow her. The real problem is this. The bitch is pretty.
Pretty privilege, because she even called it. She said, y'all are hating her. And so did Dr. Umar Johnson's ass got on there and said that we're hating on her because she's pretty. Go ahead.
She's pretty, so y'all let pretty people get away with bullshit. Same way with Sprinkle of Jesus. She's light-skinned, she got curly hair, she's pretty, so y'all wouldn't think that Lily White would be lying to y'all.
That part.
Same way. Y'all have got to come out of this colorism shit that we live in. And all this pretty people is out here playing in y'all face. Listen,
The main ones, because they can get away with it.
because y'all let them get away with it. Because y'all so hung up on looks that y'all let people get away with bullshit. That lady been lying to y'all all this time.
Yep.
All this time. But then when Dr. Raquel come around and here she is, a brown skin or a darker skin woman, y'all act like what the hell? She got way more knowledge in her pinky finger than Cheyenne got in her whole entire body.
Listen.
But see, she don't have the look.
She don't have the look. And the delivery,
and you
too.
niggas need to get out of that. Y'all niggas need to get out of that.
And they love they love Cheyenne Bryant's delivery, too, because she be in there cussing real good and telling you about yourself, and it brings ratings. So, of course, she going to get,
That ain't nothing but clickbait.
That's it. That's it.
I'm sorry, y'all, that I
Listen,
yelled at y'all.
but okay,
sometimes y'all need it.
So I dug, I dug deeper. And so for her saying that her Argosy is where she went to school for her doctor, how does she say it? Doctorate, whatever the hell she says, which lets you know that's bullshit. She said that, when the school closed down, and that's what Keisha was talking about earlier, that they lost their accreditation basically, and they said, we'll refund you this money,
Yes.
all this stuff, which crazy. But
you should have took it.
You should have took it.
But see, let me tell you why she didn't take it. Because, bitch, that means you would have had to do the work.
And
you didn't want to work.
You didn't want to work for it.
You didn't want to write them papers. You didn't want to do them presentations.
But did you do it? Because here's the other thing. I was going to get to this, too. Anybody I know that, or you can probably just randomly go to someone who has their PhD and ask them, what was your dissertation on? What date was your dissertation?
It's bound up in a book.
Listen.
Your dissertation
they're at the Library of Congress.
Book. It's an actual book. It's literally bound up like a book that's on your shelf. Bitch, where's yours?
She can't even talk about it. She can't produce anything.
So what did you write your thesis on in your master's program?
Yes.
Because if you got a and you keep saying the word doctoral, you are a doctoral candidate.
And that's why
for your doctorate degree. That's how you know you saying all the shit wrong.
All the shit wrong. And you're not talking about degrees. You keep talking about your program. So you obviously, maybe you went through the program. You might
didn't even complete.
Thank you.
That's why you keep using the word doctoral, because you were a doctoral candidate. You might didn't even finish.
Right.
Because now let me say this. You could get all the credits for the program, and I feel like they give you, is it 7 years? Because I don't think everybody always finishes their dissertation. Just depends on your work ethic.
It can take some time, yeah.
Because you have to stand up and prove your dissertation.
You have to fight it, argue it, everything, yeah.
Yeah. It's like a law case, almost like a mock trial.
Yeah.
You have to stand up and present your dissertation. Child.
Yeah.
See, this is, this internet, y'all have no shame.
None.
Y'all will just wake up and decide, I want to be Elvis Presley today.
That's it.
And start walking around and telling people y'all Elvis Presley reincarnated. The internet is really turning into hell on earth.
Yeah.
It really is. I don't know what y'all's issue is. That's why I don't post. The only thing you ever gonna see me post on the internet is scriptures.
Hello.
Because y'all need Jesus. Y'all don't need nothing I got to say. Y'all need Jesus.
Y'all need to get into these scriptures. I got
one platform, I think it's Lemonade, where I post any food I cook. The rest of this, I don't want to talk to y'all.
Right.
Because I don't know where y'all's thinking is at.
No.
Even me watching couples therapy, I've been watching since season 1. And I watched 4 and 5. And I thought to myself, the evolution of couples and the issues that couples are going through, as the time has gone on, it is so disturbing, Danielle.
It is. It really is.
It is disturbing, the things that y'all are doing behind closed doors in y'all's relationship, the stuff that you're okay with from another person.
It's crazy.
I think mentally everybody needs a 72-hour hold.
Agreed.
That's the way it feels.
Agreed.
Like everybody needs a round of psychotherapy
Mm-hmm.
because it's like what. Ah, but my grandmother always told me everybody ain't raised the same, Keisha.
Oh no.
Because some of the stuff that people say and think is like just like with dude who came under your comment. Like, who didn't teach you that everything is not for you to say out loud?
Exactly. But you're trying to get a
Every
moment.
place, yes, every place is not your space
Mm-hmm.
for you to speak freely.
And then I didn't even mention this earlier. This is someone who, first of all, like I said, people say he went to Mifflin. He has a different name now, whatever. I'll let you know who it is.
I cannot wait to see this.
But
Oh Lord
and the
Jesus.
thing is, it's just like you never comment on my stuff. Like because I didn't even really realize that we were friends until you came under there, and I was like, wait, I was like, but you never comment on anything, but you
Because
don't comment.
people wait to be confrontational.
Yeah.
People are looking for a moment to argue.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for a moment to show how big of an asshole they are.
Yep.
Everybody is looking for that moment on the internet
Mm-hmm.
to like show I got something to say.
Exactly. And we see it a lot. So, but let me get back to I got a couple more things to hit on with her. So back to the Argosy thing about the university. So there were people who went to this school who have advanced degrees and everything, and they said that you can still obtain your transcripts. They are They are somewhere else. Yeah, they said that.
Yes.
Someone said that they got their transcripts a couple years ago because they were applying for a job.
Because in situations like that, what normally happens
No,
is
your transcripts are there.
Yes, but like let's say the school closed or something
Mhm.
happens, they're normally going to turn those credits over to another body. If
Yes.
somebody buys the school,
Mhm.
if they go to the Department of Education, there's somewhere that those transcripts are going to go and you can get a
Yes.
copy of them.
Yeah. So that was bullshit. And then let's talk about the Leslie situation.
What you mean?
So she, everyone keeps talking about how she hates men. And that's always a big thing about lesbians. Y'all hate men. We hate men. Okay.
Mhm.
So, because she's always coming at men, and not always, that's just what
Mhm.
goes viral. Like when she went at Nick Cannon and the football player, the one that dressed as crazy. Cam Newton. So
Not you not knowing Kim Newton's name,
I
but
couldn't
go
think of it. It
ahead.
slipped. Girl, we old. It slipped my mind. I knew it the
You
name, but I
said
forgot.
the football player
Yeah.
that dressed crazy.
Did it? But you see, it came back. So, so of course people were starting to question her sexuality. They never saw her with a man, but she always talked about she had this on and off again relationship with him. She always stressed with a man.
Yeah. Well, she was on Basketball Wives. She's been engaged quite a few times.
Yeah, she mentioned that too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then people were coming out saying that she was bisexual and that she's actually been in an on and off relationship with former WNBA player Ty Young, who dated what's her face?
She be dating all them hoes.
Yeah, she be dating all them hoes because she's been on
Basketball Wives.
Yeah.
She was dating Ming Lee, the hair girl.
Yeah.
She dated Mimi, Stevie J's baby mama.
Yep.
And they said she was messing around with Drew.
Yeah.
That's how her and Ming broke up.
Yep.
Because she said Drew was calling her in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ty
that's
getting all
what
the
she
hoes. So I would be.
She in Atlanta. She finna get all them girls.
Yeah. So here's how their connection comes. So there was a picture that went around viral, like maybe about a year or so ago, and Tasha K, who,
I remember them being together though, like in a picture, getting caught together.
Yeah. So there have been a few, but there was one like that really went viral, and it was like both of them at like you could tell it was a romantic dinner. This wasn't
they was
just
probably
like,
on a date.
Yeah, they were on a date.
I'm sure. She don't look like she turning shit down by her collar now.
That part.
Cheyenne, she don't strike me as a person she seems very sexually fluid.
Oh yeah.
She does not strike me as a woman who's like, I only want men.
Right. And more power to you. I'm here for it. You do who you want to, whatever. Of course, I don't give a shit. I'm here for it. But the thing about it is, and then she was also seen wearing one of her chains. in a picture. She took a picture. So people,
Oh, she sure did. That's
uh-huh.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yes. She had on Ty's necklace.
Yeah. And then there have been
She
other
sure did.
photos of them together. So,
Hmm.
but the thing is, it's like but you're playing in people's face with this too, because it's like, okay, there's one thing to say that, maybe you're not comfortable, and that's
Hmm.
perfectly fine. I'm not one of those people who's like going to force people to come out the closet with everything like that, because I think that's
Hmm.
bullshit. So, but the thing is, you're always saying that you your Christian values, you're a straight woman, and you always got to bring it back to Jesus and all this other stuff, and it's basically making it seem like because
She's
you're.
pandering any community
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
that
Thank
will
you.
take her.
Yeah.
Listen, I was watching a video and then I'm like, and then this lady was supposed to, her and her husband were pastors.
Mm-hmm.
And then now she's into like teaching people how to crypto trade or whatever.
Right.
Then that was a couple days ago. Then I came across another video today. Her and her husband were pastors. And now she talking about trade. And I said, oh, so that's the new hustle now.
Yeah.
Now
Mm-hmm.
y'all that's all these people are doing. What they call it, grifting.
Yeah. That's.
Grifting in the community. Y'all just move from one
Mm-hmm.
thing to the next thing to say, oh no, do this. Oh no, this is how you make money. Oh no, do this. Listen, and now I see why people be so upset by this, because
Mm-hmm.
it is destroying the Black community.
Yes.
We have turned the community into just a whole grifting. It's like we like gypsies now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feel like, because we have shunned, Black people ain't never shunned hard work.
Right.
And now we have a generation of people who don't want to work,
Mm-hmm.
who don't want to do anything.
Right.
And white folk treat us like that.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, and listen, and I know that you're supposed to feel like, oh, I should get paid this much for this much work. Oh,
Right.
they just want to pay me $15 for this. Baby, you ain't even got no education.
Okay.
You complaining about the amount you're getting paid and you don't have a credit behind your name.
Listen.
What have you shown to people that you're committed to furthering your mind?
Mm-hmm.
They taking a chance on you.
Exactly. So why
So
not?
I don't know why. I've heard so many people complain, and I be trying, because we are in a different spot, because we have education. I try not to say this to people,
Mm-hmm.
because I know that sometimes it can feel, maybe it feels offensive, but
Yeah.
it's like I don't like to hear people complaining about how much they make an hour when they don't have any education.
Right.
You have a high school diploma.
Mm-hmm.
How much are you expecting to make? Is that wrong for
No.
asking people that? Like, that is something that always puzzles me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are labor job. Like, this is how much they gonna pay you for that.
Right.
If you want them to pay you more, go get you a little associates in business. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
saying you got to get no 4-year degree, because that just ain't for everybody.
Right.
But you need to invest something in yourself to
Mm-hmm.
make people pay you more.
And you don't even have, and nowadays you don't even, like if it's something like that or whatever, you don't even have to get a degree. They have specialized. They have all the like community colleges. There are all these programs out here that will teach you these trades or give you more education, more training, I should say, into
And
these
see, that's the
trades.
thing. It don't have to be a degree, but y'all don't
Yeah.
even go get any education. Like, you don't have a credit behind your name.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any further knowledge past high school.
Yeah.
And y'all be wanting these people to pay y'all all this money.
It
I
don't
don't
work.
even
It,
know
it
why
don't
that
work that
sounds like it
way.
makes sense to y'all.
Why do you, and I hate to say it, and I get it, college isn't for everybody. I get it. Especially, like when we were growing up. But why do you think that they were really like harping on us to get an education?
We
I
see
mean,
why now.
yeah, we were like the first generation where they were like, you have to go to college.
Yep.
And if you're not going to go to college, you have to do this. It was like, it wasn't an option, really. It was like you have to do something with yourself.
And they surrounded us with that type of information
Mm-hmm.
because, we had the Cosby Show. We had a different world.
Yeah.
Like, we had outside entities. We had Living Single.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were all educated.
Yep. So it was right there in our faces. It was like,
Yes, like that
something.
was the natural order of things.
Right.
You and I have had this conversation before. I don't think I know a person we graduated with that didn't go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Not in our clique.
Right.
Not in the clique of
Like who we hung
20
out
or
with or whatever.
30 or 40
Yeah.
people I don't know any of us who didn't go to school, and I'm not even just talking about 4-year. I
Right.
mean that did not have themselves enrolled at Columbus State, at a JUCO,
Mm-hmm.
like somewhere they went to school.
Yeah.
It was not expected that you was just about to graduate and then do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to college and I still had a job. We graduated on what, a Sunday or a Saturday?
It was probably. I think it was a Sunday. Yeah.
We graduated and I went to work the next day.
Same.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
we were formed for work.
Yep.
Like, that's why I think when I see younger people, or just like now, again, like we said, a society of grifters, like, oh, do this will make you some fast money, just do that. It be kind of like, where did y'all pick this up?
Yeah.
Where did you lose work ethic? Because
Mm-hmm.
even the little stuff y'all's trying to get people to do, y'all don't want to work towards that.
No.
Scamming is the only thing y'all want to work towards.
Yeah.
Figuring out codes. How to steal people's money out their bank.
Okay.
You got me logging in and authenticating my account 7 times to get my
Listen.
own money. You talking about something that gets on my last nerve.
Okay.
Is you scammers.
I can't take it.
And we got to log in 27
I
times
gotta change my
to
password.
check one account.
Okay. I gotta. Not only do I have to log in, but then I gotta do a Face ID if I'm on my phone.
Oh my
I gotta
God.
do.
Like,
It's just like it's too much.
it's too much.
Oh my
But
God.
thanks to the life of scamming, that's where
Mhm.
we are.
That's where we are. Hello.
My mother, she was like, I saw an advertisement for a wallet, and they said it protects against people skimming your information. I said, oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
She said, are people doing that for real? I said, yeah, like
Oh
people
yeah.
walking up beside you. She was like, oh my God, I didn't know. I'm like, girl, yeah,
Mhm.
they've been doing that for years.
Yep.
They've been doing that. Child,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, this is hell.
It's crazy. Ooh, child. So I wanted to talk about Mona, about the light skin thing, but let's save that for next week.
Okay,
I'm sure some
absolutely.
other bullshit's going to come up this week, but that's something that I really want to get into. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
And last but not
go
least,
ahead, girl.
they was out there shooting at the White House.
Child, once again,
I mean, I
damn
don't.
again.
And you know what? We ain't even got nothing to say.
I mean,
The only thing I got to say is this. Dear 6-pound, 8-ounce white baby Jesus. If it be fit, Lord, if you could just see fit
Mhm.
to come by and see about us.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna say no more.
Right.
Just,
I mean,
please, Lord.
and then so something came across my phone in the middle of the night. I was up, and they said that the target was Ivanka. Is that true? Did you hear that?
Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Lord Jesus, I'm sorry. Jesus.
Because I
I'm
guess they're
sorry.
saying if we can't get to him,
Oh, let me take a deep breath.
we're
'cause
gonna
I
get to
would
his
laugh so
real
hard,
boo,
Lord.
the one that he really wanted to marry, the
Oh
only
my
woman that
Lord.
he's ever loved.
Oh
We're gonna
Jesus,
get to
help.
her,
Help, Lord. I can't even take this seriously. It
baby.
feels like we living in what was that movie called? With the lady with the 3 boobs.
Oh, damn! I know what you're talking about. Shit.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
It feel like we living in that.
Total Recall.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It feel like we live in Total Recall. Like, weird shit just be going on
Child.
around you. Like,
It's just too much. I was just like, you know what? After I read that, I slipped
like
back over and
what?
went back to sleep. I was like, they can't be serious. It's like, and I don't follow like them little, whatever. It was like from CNN. It had to be like from because I think I get my alerts from CNN, MSNBC, BuzzFeed, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't think BuzzFeed would post anything like that. So I'm sure it wasn't them. the AP, you know, so I get alerts from them because I don't watch the
Right.
news, but I still need to know what's going on. So it had to be one of those, maybe Apple News, something. But yeah, because it came across my phone and I was like, oh, okay. And then I went back. I seriously just turned back over and went to
Girl.
sleep. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this with y'all. Not in the middle of the night. Mm-mm.
I didn't even think she'd still be around,
I
though,
didn't either.
honestly.
I was like, so that's why I was like, is that true? Was
I
she
thought they
there?
had stopped coming.
Well, Jared's still around because I hear
Lord
his
Jesus.
name every now and then. So that don't mean that she's around, but I don't know. I don't know. So I don't even know if that's true, but regardless, they were shooting around the White House again,
A lot of
and
shots, too.
a lot of them.
A lot.
I mean,
That girl was recording the Asian news anchor lady.
mm-hmm.
And it was like, get out, get out, get out. I'm
She
like,
was like, I'm
ooh.
getting the scoop, honey.
It was a
It was
lot.
a lot. I was like, what the
I'm like,
hell y'all
Jesus.
doing?
Who y'all mad at?
They
Who,
mad,
who y'all
girl.
mad at?
Listen, who y'all really mad at, huh? Let me see.
It ain't that much White House to shoot.
I
When
mean,
I see the picture of the White House now, I be kind of sad a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
it's terrible.
Because I'm like, how did y'all let him? It's basically just a box.
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all let him tear that down
Yeah.
with no permission?
Mm-hmm.
He just was allowed to call the bulldozers and say, hey.
And the thing is, any president, not just him, any president, that's just where they occupy at. It's just like the governor's mansion here in Columbus.
Yeah, it doesn't belong
It
to
doesn't
him.
belong to you. The White House does not belong to Trump. I know he thinks the
And they
world.
let him treat everything like it's his.
Oh my gosh. I know he thinks the world is his, but just because he occupies that White House a few days a week does not mean that it's his. It's not his. It wasn't President Bush. It wasn't the other President Bush. It wasn't President Obama's. It wasn't President Kennedy's.
It belongs to the
It
citizens.
belongs to the citizens of the United States.
Oh, child, I can't even talking about that because I get sad all over again.
Listen. Whew.
Yes, indeed. Well,
Well.
on that note,
Mm-hmm.
you can reach us at girl_you-know-what, at Danny B Speaks, and at Wellness in Women. Until next time, bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Look, yeah. Danielle with the side eye, Kisha with the laugh. Talking about the world while they talk about their past. Long time friends, yeah, they really seen it all. From the late night calls to the girl just block his phone. Trending on the timeline, rumors in the chat. Is it really love or he capping with the act? Bills on the table, dreams on the board. They gon' say the things you've been screaming in your core. For real. Girl, you know what? Say what you really wanna say. Girl, you know what? We talking about life every day. Danielle, Keisha, yeah, they keeping it tough. Turn the volume up. Sit back. It's the girl, you know what? Hey. Current topics, yeah, they break them like a habit. From the group chat drama to the did you really smash it? Clapping back at nonsense, laughing through the stress. Turning all that pressure into promise and progress. Talk love, talk work, talk family, all faith. Talk nice, they were scared, but they did it anyway. If you ever felt stuck, if you ever felt judged, hit play one time, feel the real, feel the love. You know what? Say what you really wanna say.